we're going to use counters to look at multiplying integers. So we're going to use counters to look at multiplying positives and negatives. We see 3 times 2. That's showing us that we need 3 groups of 2. So let's show that using the yellow counters. So we've got 1 group of 2, 2 groups of 2, 3 groups of 2. So we now have 3 groups of 2, which means we have 6 positive counters. So 3 times 2 is 6. It's pretty easy that way. 3 times negative 2 is saying I want to add 3 groups of negative 2. So let's do that. Here's my first group of negative 2, my second group of negative 2, and my third group of negative 2. That leaves me with 6 red counters, or negative 6. And 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So the last 2 examples, the first number has been positive, which means we're adding that many groups. If the first number is negative, it means I want to remove that many groups. So I want to remove 3 groups of 2. Well, right now there's nothing. So in order to make these groups, I'm going to make them using 0 pairs. So first I'm going to do 3 groups of 2 0 pairs. There's my first group. My second group. And I'm going to put my third group over here. My third group. So these are my 3 groups of 2 0 pairs. But what I want to remove is 3 groups of 2. So I need to remove 1 group of 2, 2 groups of 2, 3 groups of 2. That leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red counters, or negative 6. So negative 3 times 2 is equal to negative 6. Let's look at one more with removing. I want to remove 3 groups of negative 2. That's what negative 3 times negative 2 is saying. So again, we're going to start with 3 groups of 0 pairs, of 2 0 pairs in each group. It's 1. Here's 2 groups. And again, I'm going to put my third group over here. 3 groups. Each group has 2 0 pairs, and there's 3 groups. This time I'm trying to remove 3 groups of negative 2. So I want to remove pairs of negative 2. So there's 1 pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs. And this time that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yellow counters, or positive 6. So negative 3 times negative 2 is equal to positive 6.